What's going on, peoples? And I'm in the heart of East London right now, and I wanted to share you my thoughts. I didn't have a plan. Usually I have an idea of, okay, these are the topics that I wanted to basically maybe educate, talk about, but today I wanted to freestyle it, and I was like, okay, before I even press record, what's the first thing that comes to mind? You know what? I'm going to talk about a situation of myself. Recently, I fall victim, because I am absolutely not the exception to the rule. I can't be too hard on myself, Sometimes I can really overanalyze and overthink, and I need to release that energy, and allowing that everything happens for a reason. Everything is only an upgrade, an alignment, and I'm in exactly where I need to be. And this goes and connects to this video in where I want to say, I want to let you guys know that it is important to forgive the old version of yourself, because you've changed, I've changed, and even I had to go through a series of internalizing all of this. And after a series of self-reflection, self-thought, I've really understand that the past, those chapters, were merely just stepping stone to where I am today. And it takes a lot of, for me it takes a lot of time for me to sort of reflect on my feelings and in my thoughts, but it's only for my benefit. It's only to understand that I myself need to give grace. I need to give grace. I need to say that sometimes that decisions are there so that you can use it as a learning curve, experience, become the better you. And there is no point in holding any feelings or any type of power towards that past, because you're not a representation of the past. You are a representation of the present. Can you see that? I think you can see. Wonder if you can see the plane. No? I don't know. You can hear it, but yeah. But yeah, you can hear it. It's often times we forget that when we focus too much on the past, we give too much power on what was, and that really blocks how you navigate going forwards. And it's important for me to speak to you guys and let you know that I've made a ton of mistakes in my life. I've failed a lot of times in my past, but back in the day, I would say that I would be very bitter. And then when I had my spiritual awakening, I let it all go. And I realized that it wasn't something that I'm holding on to anymore. And it's a time for me to relinquish that in order for me to really achieve the new chapters in my life that would be a lot more positive, that would bring me a lot more abundance and happiness. And it took a while for me to really internalize my thoughts and feelings about this. And the moment and this is my biggest reward, right? The moment I released, that's the right word, sorry guys. The moment I released everything and I focused more about self-improvement, on my mental health, my spiritual health, my physical health, just want to let you guys know that everything came, like the dam broke, and all this wave after wave after wave of abundance, happiness, my own success, even the success that I would say was unexpected, because there were certain expectations that went beyond that. I truly understood that sorry guys, I just had to, it truly came to a point where I said, you know what, I forgive the old version of me, because I am where I am today because of that, and that would have been the stepping stone towards where I am today. And I'm very grateful. I always show gratitude, and always am in this presence of peace because of forgiving myself. And the importance of forgiving yourself is a superpower itself, because if you are holding on to the what ifs, the what have yous, the times where maybe you weren't in the best position, or maybe you weren't in the best space mentally or spiritually, how can you evolve from that? If that wasn't the best version of you, why are you giving power to that version of you right now? Because each day presents a new chapter, each day presents a new opportunity, each day presents new hope for you. And if you keep utilizing the past and holding on to certain things, then you are merely just an anchor for your progress. You are stopping yourself from really giving yourself the chance to have your happy times or create more happy times for yourself. So I'm going to let you know that the strongest practice that you should do now is to let go of the past and forgive the old version of you, and recognize that you are not that person anymore. I did this. Guys, before I got into my spiritual awakening, do you know the amount of things that I myself have really was angry about? Like, decisions that I look back on, and after self-reflection, I said, oh my God, did I have to get so rallied up over this? Did I have to get so angry? And what was the point of it? And when I look back on the types of things that I got so angry about, I'll be honest, I mean, I chuckle now, and I can laugh about it, but when you compare it to a problem or a puzzle that I've got to sort out now, in comparison to what I have to sort of work out and deal with in the past, they are completely different worlds. Yeah, they are two different spaces in where I myself look back on, and it's not even worth bringing the two together, because it isn't. It's just, for me, it's really, for me, quite cringe, if I'm being honest. And I've had to let go of that. And I think with myself, I utilize the past and that old version, and I have reflected on that recently, and I'm very thankful that that was the ignition, because you should use that to motivate. You should use that times, your origin story and where you was, and you can utilize that as a springboard, because I use that as a springboard too. But really and truly, the moment you use a time in your past to really compare things that are happening now, you have more opportunity to grow. You have more opportunity to learn from your experience. You have more opportunity to really not see whatever happened as a crisis, but now seeing things as an opportunity. And that's the biggest thing. Each day presents time for experience. Each day presents time for lessons. Each day presents time for you to re-strategize, to recenter, and grow and win. So I hope that helps, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care now.